So this is my new planted tank that I set up only last week, and I've already had to do a trim on it, on the plants, because they'd grown to the surface of the water. So I've trimmed them back and I've made another clump which is in the back of the tank, and so it'll grow on and the plants will grow on. Now I've got a CO2 kit on here, and that's why it's growing so well, I'm pretty sure. I've got one on the main tank as well, and it's growing really well as well. Now you can see there the bubbles are going. When I bought this CO2 kit, it's a 1 litre CO2 kit, as you can see, a little tiny tank. And when I got it, it came just with the bubble counter and the tank and the valve at the top. But it didn't have the non-return valve. I've put that on since, and it didn't have the solenoid, which I've had to buy separately. The CO2 kit itself was only like 32 quid, 33 quid, something like that. So and it didn't come with the solenoid, so I had to buy solenoid separately online, which I've done, and it's come through. So I've put that onto it, and then it goes with the light. I've got a timer, so the timer switches the light on and off, and it's on at 8 till 8. And under here you can see there's the timer's in the wall, and the light's on it, and so is the solenoid. So the solenoid turns the CO2 kit on in the morning when the light comes on. It takes a little while for the CO2, the carbon dioxide, to come through the pipe, which is okay. So when the light comes on, the CO2 starts pumping into the tank, and when it goes off, the solenoid will turn the CO2 off as well. Because you don't want to leave the CO2 on at night when the light's not on, because the plants won't photosynthesize, so they're not using the CO2 in your tank, and so it'll suffocate your fish, as it were. There won't be enough oxygen in the tank. Plants are giving off oxygen, and sometimes you can see them pearling, which is when they have air bubbles, which when they photosynthesize using the light and the CO2, they convert the CO2 from CO2 to oxygen. You can see at the back there, I think you can, the CO2 bubbling up. I've probably got it on a little bit high, and I'll probably turn it down a bit. But in the daytime it's fine, because it's the plants in the tank are converting the CO2 to oxygen. I just wanted to bring you along, do a quick update on the tanks. I'm so pleased with it, it's doing really well. All the fish are doing well. I did an unboxing video earlier. I've put a couple more octosynchlis in here, and there's a couple of apistogrammas as well, a pair of apistogrammas, male and a female, and all the rest of the fish are doing really, really well. I do see the reed fish, but not very often, so when I do see it next I'll try and film it. But other than that, the pufferfish and the eel, Slinky the eel, they're all doing really well. And yeah, I'll bring you along to do updates as things go, as time progresses. But yeah, fantastic tank, crystal clear water, 307 flue valve pump is working really, really well, and all the plants are growing fantastically. Hope everyone's well. Cheers. That's the male apistogramma before I go, and the female is a little orangey one. The male's very, very pretty, and he's coloured up ever so well. He's only been in the tank for a couple of hours perhaps, and yeah, he's coloured up ever so well. There's the female as well, a little orange one. Pair of Apistogramma and a couple more octosynchlis, or ottos, and they all came from St Bridget's nursery. Fantastic, and I got a lot of the plants from them. Great shop if you're interested in getting fish. There's some coolie loach down there as well. They didn't come from them, they came from somewhere else, but yeah, if you're looking for nice fish and plants, then go and see the gentleman at St Bridget's. Very good. Nice one. Cheers.